never ever truly be the way I was with movies where I'll be like, this is coming out, I can't wait. No, it's like, I'm looking forward to that. But with this, this has recaptured the childhood again. And like it's really got me back into that. Is it out yet? Is it out yet?
But it's the oversaturation thing, because the John Wick trailer dropped tonight and I watched it and I was like, I cannot wait to see this. Can't wait to see this because I love the other two. And I'm really excited for Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Because again, Fast and Furious, but they're not hitting you twice a year with them.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming out every couple of years, so you can... I love the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm really excited for Hobbs and Shaw. I'm really excited. So the only movies that I'm excited for are not Marvel, DC, Star Wars.
Yeah,
because I'm almost getting... I'm not even excited for Episode 9.
But
imagine a world where someone would have said to you, Star Wars Episode 9 is coming out.
I would look at you going, what?
Yeah.
But I'm not excited for it.
But see, I think it's one of those things where like we grew up with an oversaturation of them already. Like we grew up with the oversaturation of Star Wars, because especially with us, we had the prequels and the Clone Wars and everything else like that.
Rebels
and also the same thing happened with the Marvel movies and stuff as well. Like I'm kind of sick of Spider-Man a wee bit. Like I mean, I loved Into the Spider-Verse, but aside from that,
I think it just talked about Homecoming or
Far From Home.
As I said, but annoyed. I'm happy, but I'm also annoyed that the fact is
you're Hanoi.
Yeah, but like
Hanoi.
Yeah.
No,
Vietnam.
It's pretty
Annoyed.
No, but what I didn't like the fact is it just shows you like all that you see. They're all back. You're like, why should have have the Infinity War first, and then throw this out? It makes no sense, and that made me go, really? I honestly see when I first seen it the first time I said, oh, Spider-Man. Wait, what? What?
I know.
Yeah, it's because it's something that we've grew up on, and we've seen it, and we've seen it to death now. I mean, at least with Into the Spider-Verse, it did something different. It did something radically different, and that's what I appreciate about it.
I'm going, well, we already know what's the ending, really. They're all back.
Yeah, because there was a doubt there. There was a serious doubt that no one would ever come back from that.
It's a very strange thing, isn't it, this trailer, though?
Yeah.
You know, because I know nobody really thought all the Avengers were dead and half the world and that they weren't going to win. Nobody really thought that. But at the same time...
You wanted a little bit of...
Yeah, stand by it.
Yeah, you know in Return of the Jedi, Luke's going to beat the Emperor.
Yeah, but don't show the trailer. Don't show him going down the reactor shaft in the trailer.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen, probably, but I sort of
honestly, again, it's something I would blame Sony on.
Is there a chance it's a prequel? I'm sure you've talked.
No, it's not.
It's definitely
not. This takes place after, because like Amy Pascal, who I don't know what's going on with her at all. She came out months ago and said, "Yes, this takes place. This picks up right after Infinity War 2." You know, or Kevin Feige, sorry. But I'm still wondering. But also, I think this is Sony's little jab at Marvel. We're doing this because we can. Because part of their deal with Marvel was that they could decide whenever there's a release date for a Spider-Man movie, when it comes out, when the trailer and the marketing and all starts for it and all that. So whenever Homecoming came out and was a success, they fast-tracked this movie. They said, we want this out within the next 2 years. We want this out for 2019. And Marvel were going, well, hang on a minute. We have a release schedule here. Like, we don't want anything coming out after Avengers Infinity War 2, so there's nothing to promote it or ruin it. That's why Captain Marvel's in March, and this thing's in April.
It takes place 30 years ago, so you know, it's a get out of jail free card. It makes sense.
The 90s were 30 years ago. Oh God. No. So basically Sony were like, no, we want a Spider-Man movie in 2019, and we want the trailer out before Endgame comes out, and there's nothing you can do to stop us. Nya. These are our toys. You just get to play with them.
Somebody pointed out something interesting as well. I think Marvel were fighting for this trailer not to be released.
They were,
because it says next summer in the trailer when it's not. It's this summer, so it was clearly meant to come out last year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there was definitely shenanigans afoot like
this.
It
has to be because like I say, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also annoyed.
I think Spider-Man, the special effects of Spider-Man himself are getting worse.
They are getting worse. Do you know what the worst thing is too? Is that they're starting to put CGI on the costume.
Yeah.
So, and it's really noticeable in Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's really noticeable in Spider-Man Homecoming as well, and in the trailer for this now. Where, do you remember with the Tobey Maguire suit? It was skin tight.
Yes.
And like whenever he moved around, you could see like the fabric was pulling, like in his armpit and stuff, and like in the crotch area and stuff. Whereas in these new movies, they CGI over the suit.
Why though? Like,
to get rid of all the creases and wrinkles, because like you know, whenever he bends over, like the costume rumples on his abs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they want to smooth that all down, and also the whole crotch issue as well. They have to digitally remove bulges from superhero outfits. Because it's for the kids. It's for the kids. You go, a man has a penis. Oh no! Can't let the kids find out. So so they have to CGI that all out.
Yeah, I honestly thought the trailer looked so CGI heavy. It looked
it's very messy. I
actually bought the Spider-Man game, by the way.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's really, really good. Like,
I love it.
But I'm afraid I might get bored of it because it seems to be very repetitive.
It's swinging to get to places.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare. Don't buy Red Dead Redemption 2. See if you don't have the patience for Spider-Man.
Right. Okay.
Oh dear Lord,
I'm Spider-Man, but I can just see myself in the line going. I'm bored of this.
It's a very quick game, though. In all fairness, I think it's only got 20 hours of gameplay in it.
Spider-Man.
Storyline.
Bashed through it in seconds. Yeah, there's a whole thing where you have to.
Spider-Man.
That too. But there's this whole thing where you have to go through and find all the pigeons, and you have to like Harry Osborn has all these Oscorp little laboratories on the rooftops and stuff. You have to work through and stuff. The bit at the start where you have to fix all the radio control towers.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
That's where we are.
That's just it's so mundane and boring, and it's obviously to get you used to the mechanics of the web shooting and stuff. But it's there's so many, and it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
make it stop.
For all of that, I still feel like whenever you drop into 20 bad guys, you're still just pointing buttons.
Yeah.
You're still just I'm pointing buttons.
Here, you didn't have.
Oh my God, he did a really awesome maneuver. How did I do that?
Yeah. You shouldn't do the moment when I first got my hands on trying to get a boat. I wanted to land on a boat and just try and find. Just go around the city. Nope.
Have you seen people that have gotten far out? They've gotten up to the edge of the bridge and they've zoomed in on all the NPCs.
The glitch, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they are freaks of nature.
They zoomed in and it's just like this. Oh, it's just mad.
Because they're not supposed to be seen up close. They're the NPC characters, but they have really rough graphic renders of them because they're only supposed to ever be seen from a distance. But if you get up close to them, they look like Slender Man.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
nightmare fuel.
Pure nightmare fuel.
Look like something from a rejected PS1 game.
Yeah,
that's just really, really poor.
But but that's to say, I thought the trailer looked. I thought it looked like a video game.
I think it
looked very, very. It's too clean looking.
It's a better trailer than anything they had for Homecoming. I will say that. I think.
Can't remember the Homecoming trailers.
Iron Man.
It was all
and that scene that you didn't have in the movie.
Yeah, well, the two of them were flying off together.
Iron Man, by the way, who's noticeable in his absence from this.
Yeah,
he's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's gone. That's him.
Definitely
dead. Well, he's dead because Robert Downey Jr. cost too much money now.
I wonder how they're going to end him though. How
he's going to sacrifice himself to kill.
Crap. Or all the people that want out of the contracts, like Captain America and all that. Chris Evans.
I have a feeling he's going to go.
They'll get stuck in some alternate dimension. Or some nonsense like that. I don't know.
Soul gem or something.
They'll leave it with the option if you decide to go back in 10 years.
Come on, play by a completely different actor. But
just cast different actors.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because isn't that what Kevin Feige said? He wants to do the James Bond thing, where it's still the same character, it's just played by a different person, and no one acknowledges it. They've already done it. They've done it twice now. They've done it with Rhodey in Iron Man 2. Where they swapped out Terrence Howard for Don Cheadle, and they did it with Incredible Hulk, where they swapped out Edward Norton for your man Ruffle.
But the thing is, they're in a unique position where you can't do it with characters like Han Solo or Indiana Jones or the Ghostbusters because they were written to be those actors.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with comic book properties, some people draw them with red hair, some people draw them tall, some people draw them short, some people draw them.
I mean, look at Batman for goodness sake. The amount of people that have played Batman, and even in the same continuity, where it was the Tim Burton Batman with Michael Keaton for 2 movies, then it was Val Kilmer, then it was George Clooney, all treated like it was the same character. Yeah. No one batted an eye.
Yeah,
get what I did there?
I batted many eyes at Batman and Robin.
Did you pick that up?
God.
I batted so many.
Bad credit card.
I had a seizure. Right?
Oh my God!
When they crashed through the roof and made the through the wall and made the bat symbol, I tore up the seat. And there was somebody in it. Hashtag patriarchy.
It was a woman.
Patriarchy was a thing.
You see, you didn't like Batman and Robin because Poison Ivy and Batgirl were in it. You're a sexist.
Yeah, no, that's it. Actually, Batgirl was brutal.
Yeah, she was fierce. Poison Ivy, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Uma Thurman. 1997's Uma Thurman. Yes, please. Pre-Kill Bill Uma Thurman. Wild. But no, that scene you were talking about where the bat signal appears whenever he crashes the bike through the wall, that is an incomplete shot. Because originally what they were supposed to do was you were supposed to see Robin on the Batcycle heading, or the Robin cycle, whatever, Redbird, isn't it?
Aye.
Shut up.
Red Robin in the comics, and it's Redbird in the...
That's right. Red Robin doggy. Red Robin. So the dog's firing, or the dog's firing toward the cat.
What's going on?
That's right.
What's happening?
The bike's firing toward the museum, and he presses a button on it, and it shoots out a laser shaped like the bat symbol.
Right.
And it burdens into the door. So whenever he bashes through it, it creates the bat symbol.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
But they didn't film that.
Good.
But at least it would have been an explanation, you know. What?
You just don't like
Do you know, I genuinely, when I first watched Batman and Robin, and that whole scene with Mr. Freeze on the ice, and they're all skating around,
God.
I genuinely thought that was footage from a live show. Do you know, like Batman on Ice or something?
Yeah, that's exactly
Like,
like
and the way it's shot too, you can't see the back wall. So I thought that's what the crowd was.
There, for all of Batman and Robin's atrocity to filmmaking, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, Mark, say what you really mean.
For all of that, there is one scene in it that I really, really like, and it's the scene where Victor is looking at the wind-up toy, and he's looking at his wife.
Like he
and
sits
it's
and
filmed
sculpts
beautifully.
it. Yeah.
You know? And I was watching Falling Down the other day. I was like,
Yeah,
is this
that's the same director, yeah. A phone
Falling Down's
booth
an
as
amazing
well.
movie. Unreal.
Phone booth as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's the guy that made Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
I know so.
What happened to you? Who hurt you?
Unreal. Because Falling Down's a great movie. By the way, Falling Down's probably a more relevant movie today
It is.
than it was when it came out 20 years
Honest to
ago.
God, I sympathise with Michael Douglas's character now more than ever.
I know.
I really do. I'm so frustrated by society. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but you have to also add he is a complete bastard. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Well,
so,
do you know what?
don't sympathise
Yeah.
too much.
Well, if I can get myself on an easy 9mm, like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go into McDonald's 12 o'clock and order breakfast. It'll be fantastic. No, if they remade Falling Down today, it would just be a guy sitting on the toilet, like scrolling through Twitter, going, "Arrgh."
Oh my god, so accurate.
I can't believe how much a can of Coke costs. Hashtag rip off nation.
Yeah.
Hashtag Donald Trump. Orange man bad.
That's a good time to end the show, I think.
I think so.
That's great. Mark, thanks very much for motoring down the road to join us.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's,
I had to come and talk Ghostbusters.
It's been very exciting. It's been very thrilling, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, as I described at the start of the show, it feels like an episode 24. Will you make it in time?
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. How does split screen work on radio? That's for the listener to decide. Anyway, Anthony, thanks as always for taking the co-host chair. And thanks, of course, to me. Because I'm awesome. I wish. Anyway, join us, same bat time, same bat channel this time next week. You can get us on www.followingthenerd.com. Tweet us at nerdfollowing. You can follow us on Instagram. Do you ever post anything on Instagram?
I keep like taking like wee spells of 3 or 4 days where I post loads of stuff and then never go back to it.
There you go. It's worth following the nerd on Instagram, and I think that's about it. It's on Facebook.com/following the nerd too. Thanks to everyone for listening. You can get the podcast on Spreaker Web Radio, or you can get it on SoundCloud for the first 7 days or whatever. It's all wild. So until next time, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you again. Bye bye.